All right, part two for you. Part one was the backside. Part two is going to be attacking the front side inside that hip there to help open up that, because that can be a large factor when you have back tightness. So this thing is called a couch stretch. Find a couch and or chair that has a good height to it, meaning that when you put your ankle up here, your knee can touch the ground comfortably. It's not like too far or too away where you're trying to do like a half squat the entire time. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to do it both legs. Take the foot, put the ankle there, get the shin either vertical or as close as you can get, so that when you plant the other foot and come up, you can have a nice straight line through the hip. Now, something that's not ideal that you don't want to do is if you can't get straight up, like for example, you're coming through and you get to here and you feel a crazy stretch to the front side, the one thing you don't want to do is like, okay, well I need to get vertical, so now I'm going to just arch my low back and oh, I'm vertical. Well, you're not vertical. You have this giant curve in your back. Your hip is in no different position. You're just extending from your low back to make yourself tall. So keep your trunk straight just like you would a deadlift and go as high into that position as you can. Ideally, we go straight up and down, and the heel, your calf, heel calf will be right up on the back side of your glute. Hang out both sides 2 minutes. So that way, and then of course, other way, other position. 2 minutes each side. If that's fun enough for you, next thing we're going to do is we're going to attack a muscle called the psoas, which is a kind of deep core muscle. And if you've never done any massage work or rolling on your abdomen, this might be a very interesting experience, so take it slow, make sure you breathe. So, first thing, I don't know if you have this stuff, but if you do have this stuff, it works well. So your psoas is roughly, if you were to go to your belly button, go about 2 inches over and like diagonal 2 inches down. Right in there, you have a muscle called the psoas that's real deep, kind of connecting the front to your spine. It's a high hip flexor, so when your leg comes up to 90, if you were standing and you were to raise your knee, you hit that 90 degrees point. Going higher than that is a lot of psoas pulling that up there. Psoas can very easily get gunked down from sitting a lot and not having good hygiene of the hips and them moving well. So, if you have a lacrosse ball, what you can do is take this lacrosse ball and you're going to find your belly button, like I was saying, 2 inches over, 2 inches down. You're going to take that lacrosse ball, put it right there. Take your hands, make sure you're breathing in through your nose into your stomach, and you're just going to apply pressure straight down in there. If you feel like you're in your guts, you probably are. So move the ball a little bit and find out some new spaces. If you have a dumbbell, or in my case, I have a little baby 8-pound kettlebell, you can put the lacrosse ball there, put the dumbbell or kettlebell on top of it, because then it gives you a little bit of leverage and pressure that you can put your hands on top and apply that straight down in there, digging around a little bit. And like I said, if you've never done that before, that can be a very interesting experience. Second option is grab a partially deflated ball, small basketball, volleyball, something like this, and you're just going to do basically a whole abdomen, what could be called a smash. So, you're going to ease your way onto it and just kind of sink into that cavity. And so breathing into it and all that good stuff. Now, that might be way too much to put your whole body weight into a ball like this the first time. So what you can do, kind of just post up like you would be doing a plank, use your forearms to kind of manage that pressure, and then as you get used to it, you can get rid of them and let your body really sink into that. Another thing you can do when you kind of get used to it is, let's see if I can situate this. Balls in your stomach, you can extend the hip and take that leg off the ground and then roll your way through there. And that's going to, obviously, you're taking out some of the stabilization of your foot, and so that's going to add some more pressure into your stomach and your psoas. So, best of luck. Have fun with that.